You should know. Don't you?
I should know what zero in Spanish is. I think it's cero. Yeah, Heather's nodding her head. Yeah, that's and welcome to Spanish Sesame Street with Chris and Shawn. Today we're talking about the number zero. Hi, my name's Shawn. That's my friend Chris Ford, aka the Objective Geek of YouTube and Twitter fame. And today we're gonna blind rank some stuff because we haven't done that in a while, and because it's fun and I like it. I should say we like it. I presume Chris likes it. It was his idea. Anyways, Chris, before we get started, I know that we just got done recording 5 minutes ago, but how are you? What have you done this week? Which I like asking you because then you have to think about what you're about to do this coming week. You have to pretend you know the answer.
Maybe in a weird way, I'm hoping to be sick and take off Monday. Like just like not like really sick, more like I don't lay down sick.
Recovery
So
sick.
that's a potential possibility there. Uh, let's see.
You know, there's only, as of when we're recording, there's only like 10 days left in the NBA season. So by the
Oh
time
my
this occurs, it'll only be like 3 or 4 days left. Bold prediction that might be true by this time. Right up before the playoffs, Chris.
Lakers being the sixth seed.
Oh, the six? Ooh. I got them pegged
There's
at 7
a
right now.
slight. Yeah, that's a good guess.
I mean,
I think they'll make it into the 7 8, which will be key. Being in 9 or 10, that's no good. That's like you got to win 2 games straight. So 7 or 8, but I think they got a chance at 6.
But they're playing so well right now that first of all, 6 is reasonable. Second of all, I don't remember who said it, but I do kind of agree with them of that. Like the only team that the Lakers would maybe feel super outmatched against in the first round in the West would be the Nuggets. So if you can avoid them and get even the Timberwolves, that's huge.
That's
with all due respect to the Timberwolves. That's not trying to be like a slight or anything. They just.
I think they can beat any other team. I think they would beat any other team. But yeah, Denver is with Denver. You just hope that they have a non-career threatening injury.
And it's just something to keep them out for like a week or two, just the week that you need. Yeah. They need an illness, Chris. They need an out Monday.
But man,
Monday illness.
I'm mad because Lakers didn't build. When they beat Denver in the bubble, they had Dwight Howard and they had JaVale McGee. They should have got some really big to disrupt him, like someone just come in and rough him up. Whether that was one of the Morris brothers, they got beef anyway, or.
And they are not opposed to just pissing people off for no reason.
Yeah. Or Greg Monroe, which I know they tried that before. Wait, Greg Monroe? Is that who I'm thinking of?
He hasn't been around for a while, has he? Are you thinking of like Drummond?
Drummond. Sorry. Thank you. DeAndre Drummond. Don't know why I said Greg Monroe. DeAndre Drummond, which he was on the Lakers before, but I thought they could have got him again. But it's going to be tough. Jokic he's balling out. I am very much excited for. Looks like I'm pretty sure that 4-5 matchup is going to be the Mavericks versus the Clippers. That should be a good 4-5 matchup.
The Clippers are hard to watch, man. I tried to watch that game last night. They beat the Nuggets last night. I just don't like watching whatever that style of ball, whatever you want to call it. I have mixed feelings about Ty Lue as a coach, and it's not an enjoyable kind of ball. Not mixed feelings like we talk about Doc Rivers isn't really that good of a coach, or at least he's overrated, I guess is what I wouldn't say I have. Yeah, I don't have.
Well, I think that
he's a good coach, but he is a wildly overrated coach.
Yeah,
he keeps getting work that he probably doesn't deserve to have so easy. But no, I think higher of Ty Lue than him, but not much.
Like the Bucks were, they were third in the East I think they were second in the East. Their record was like 21-5 or 21-8, something like that. It was a good record. And since Doc Rivers took over, I think they're 500. Not at 500 now, but Doc Rivers is 500 with them.
Okay, but they started. So what? Devil's advocate, what somebody else would tell you is that they lost when he started. They lost like their first 7 games or something ludicrous or like really bad. And now they still are definitively the second, but like they fought back and they're definitively the second best team in the East. That's just not high praise, though. That's not like a huge victory. But Chris, my bold prediction is well, I have not a prediction. I have just a thing that I want to say that I like watching best. I think the Thunder right now. That's a lot of fun to watch the Thunder operate. They play a fun brand of basketball. I think my bold prediction is that Golden State won't leave the play-in games. I don't know what seed I think they're going to be. I think it's going to be sad because we're kind of like watching the end of an era, sort of, or pretty close to it. And everybody
Steph is tired of. Steph is so tired of Draymond's crap.
And so it's one of those things where everybody wants to, and we all have this like belief that at some point they're just going to like turn on the jets and be really good again. I don't think it's happened. I think they're going to land in like the 8 seed or the 9 seed, and they're not going to make it into the playoff proper. That's my bold. Yeah. It's sad, but I think it's true. Anyway, that's enough. That's probably enough NBA. It feels appropriate to talk about NBA before we do blind ranking, though. I don't know why. Chris, let's do some blind ranking, though. We haven't done this in a while. We're going to do 2 today. We're going to first do top 5 non-benders, because the pool of non-benders is not very big. And we're going by fighting, just hand-to-hand. Well, not hand-to-hand. They can have their weapon of choice. Chris, is that a fair statement? Their main weapon? Just fighting prowess. Going to blind rank non-benders based on their fighting prowess. And got our little doohickey shared up here, so you'll be able to see as we go along, and I'll track things as we say them. And what else am I forgetting?
If y'all remember, I killed Shawn at this last time.
He killed me last time with a non-transparent, unshared document, Chris. We're going to put it right on screen. I'll show you my formulas. Chris, I actually went out of my way to like, I like talking about this stuff. We're both Excel nerds. Excel can't truly recreate random. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it is ever so slightly more possible that 0 would be picked than 1 in Excel. Like it's still, if my memory serves me right, it technically starts from least to greatest, even in its randomization. So the lower number technically has a higher likelihood of being picked, even if it's teeny tiny, than the higher number. It's minuscule, but I went through the trouble of like double blinding it and reversing the numerical values of the randomization just to make sure. Give everything a fair chance. With no disrespect to previous losses, previous valid losses. No disrespect to those. But anyway, Chris, let's blind rank some stuff here. I'm gonna clear out my. You tell me if it ever like goes blank or you can't see anything. Actually, it's a good time to check our volume just to make sure. Yeah, we're both talking. That's cool. And
check.
Check. We're doing good. And yeah, Chris, you tell me when you're ready, and I'll make the first choice here.
All right, let's go.
Non-bender number 1, Ty Lee. Oh, that's starting off strong.
Man, that is starting off strong.
Combat.
I mean,
Ty Lee.
We only got to choose between about 11 or 12 or so non-benders.
I think the total number ended up being 15. I think.
Okay, 15. Yep. So the only person that I would have to be like waiting for is Suki. So yeah,
I think you have to put her at 1. I think it's too risky not to.
Yeah, I'm putting her at 1.
I'm putting her at 1 too. So this, you know what, this might be. That feels rough because we're already like diminishing the possible distinction between our rankings, but I think you have to.
Yeah.
Okay. Selection number 2, the Lieutenant.
Ooh,
the Lieutenant
from Legend of Korra with the taser.
He does get the taser. You know what's funny is that's kind of similar to Ty Lee in a way, right? Like you're blocking bending. Obviously Ty Lee's better, but similar approach.
I'm gonna put. You can go first. I think
I better go first. I'm thinking 3 because I'm thinking about. Gosh, he's so good against benders, but he's not fighting benders. Never. You're right. I'm gonna go 4 because he's not fighting against other benders. He's fighting against non-benders. 4.
Oh, we're making that distinction.
No, that's a fair question. We didn't specify that. Maybe I should. Let's clarify before.
I was thinking of them just in general
Just in general.
of their
Okay.
fighting power. Yeah.
That does change my answer. If we're talking about fighting in general, I'm gonna put him at 3.
Yeah.
Uh, because he's so effective against benders. Yeah.
Hmm.
Uh,
Man, I want to do something different in my head. I thought 3. We might have to get a board and write our answers and then reveal them.
oh,
Um,
that'd be a good idea too, like a private. We'll
yeah.
do that for the next one.
Uh,
This is our warm up, our non-bender warm up, and then bender round we'll go private.
okay. Because I can't. I in my heart is 3, and if I change it, it's just because I'll change it just for the sake of changing it.
Chris, this warm up round, go with your gut. We'll fix our process next round. Okay, I'm gonna pull up the next one. I'll make you go first this time. Oh, Suki, ooh, whew. Wild draw. I'm gonna go ahead and pencil this one in for us, Chris.
Yeah, that's okay.
Gotta
We're
do what
gonna
you
be
gotta do.
all right. It comes down to 4 and 5.
4 and 5.
Really come down to this next one.
It does, doesn't it? Okay, I'll go first this time. Hakoda. Hakoda. Where's Hakoda? I know it sounds mean. I think there's probably more better non-benders left than Hakoda, so I think I got to go 5.
I'm gonna go 4.
You almost have to just to. I'm gonna.
I know I do,
pin
but
you
I
into
was
that
gonna
position.
go 4 no matter what.
Okay.
But I feel like
Oh, okay.
we might get the Duke. I feel like we might get Pipsqueak.
Do we have Prince Wu listed? Is he
Oh,
listed?
maybe I don't. I might have only put
Like actual combatant ones.
yeah.
That's
Yeah, we
fair.
might have to expand. I think I put just notable people in that first list.
Well,
So not benders. When we do it again, we might have to expand the list even to people who have absolutely no fighting experience.
Well, because we might not do fighting every time too, right? So we need to give the
True.
others. Because it would be funny to think of Wu in a combat scenario. Chris, there's one way that I really want this to turn out. There's one name that I want to see pop up here, but well, let's see. Let's go.
Wait, what's that? Oh.
Oh, the name I wanted Han to pop up because we specified live action Han, and so then I get to slot him in at 4, which would be an automatic victory for me. But instead, we get Jet, which, much to my chagrin, I feel like that means I win, but it's subjective.
I was gonna say, I think you win as well.
I don't like admitting that I won because of Jet. I feel like that means I owe him something. You know what I mean? I'm nuking this round though. This round doesn't count. That was our warm up round. Chris, we're going blind here. Let me pull up a notepad so I can put my answers down.
Oh my gosh, my leg. Let's say I'm just grabbing.
You Did you just cramp up sitting down?
Well, I had my leg up and stuff. It wasn't.
Getting old sucks. We're not even old. I don't think of us as old, but getting older relatively sucks.
All right, let me see. Oh gosh, what the heck?
I've never before been injured on the podcast.
I think I have a fear of tearing my Achilles, just because when I saw Lauren do it, it was so easy. Like it wasn't a drastic move he did. I think because I'm now around his age. I'm like,
mine.
I play basketball.
I still jog a little bit most days with Charlie, and mine feels stiff, so I live in constant fear that, like, I carry my cell phone when I jog because I know someday I'd have to call Heather and be like, hey, I can't move. Chris, we're going benders. We're not going to publicize our answers.
Okay.
Get ready. You got something you can write yours down on?
Yep.
Excellent. Hi, Heather. Does it have it in there? Oh, I'll be danged. I accidentally tried to get my wife drunk, but it was an accident. And don't drink responsibly, people, if you're going to drink. Chris, let's clear these selections, first and foremost. And then bender status. We're just doing bender. That's it. I'm going to test a few here, just real quick.
Okay.
Make sure it's working. Looks good.
And this time we're doing 10.
Yeah, let's go 10. That's perfect. Okay, looks like it's working to me. Those all look like Bender people. Chris, 10 blind rankings. Let me put some numbers in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. And I'm ready to click the first one when you are.
All right, you got our names over there, so you can put it in.
No, I'm not going to put the names on screen this time. Oh, you mean eventually, like when we're talking through? Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. All right. First selection. Bender. Hama. Oh, that's an
Ooh,
interesting one to start with.
that is interesting. Okay. Okay.
Which still combat, but general combat, not against other Benders combat. Is that a fair statement?
Yeah.
Okay, general combat.
I don't know.
That's such old Hama or young Hama?
I mean, old ones. I think old is good
Old is
enough.
what we get in this. Okay, that's fair. That impacts my decision.
I
Not
don't
much.
change my
You know
answer.
what? Not much though. It impacts it, but not a lot.
She was still a good bender, though.
Yeah, obviously. Well, and it's such a novelty bloodbending. So.
Yeah, I'm thinking about her because, like, you got a 1 in 30 chance of her destroying you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a fun one to start with. All right, I've got mine down. If you have yours,
All right, I got mine.
next one. Hey,
Oh, I'm
Ron.
sorry. I thought we were doing the blind of like.
I see
Yeah,
what.
let's still.
Okay. I see what you said. Yeah, I can. That makes sense to me, Chris. I put mine. I put Hama at 4.
Ooh, that's a different. I got Hama at 7.
It's so man, bloodbending's tough, but that's good. We
Yeah.
started off different this time. So I got 4, and you went 7. I see what you're getting at now. All right, next
Hey,
one.
Ron.
Hey, Ron.
Hmm. All right, I got mine.
Hey, Ron. And this is what's her name's mom? I can't think of her name.
Guitar's mom's murder.
Tara's mom.
No, I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry.
no,
It's Hey,
books.
Ron. I'm
Uh,
thinking of book. You're right. Holy crap!
what's her
I'm
name?
destroying myself.
Ronki? Ronki's mom?
Yeah, wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, man.
Let me think.
Okay. I don't know
Um,
why I was going to Guitar's mom's killer. I feel like maybe they have a similar name. But yeah, Heron. Where do I want to put her
gosh,
at?
I have to. Okay, I feel like I have to do this. I already boxed myself in with my Hama choice. All right, I've got mine. If you have yours,
Okay, I got it.
I feel like I had to put it at 3 because I wanted to go above
Ooh,
Hama, but I gotta save room for some
yeah,
avatars up there.
yeah. I went 5.
Yeah. Okay. So it already feels like I put Hama too high, but hey, that's part of the deal. Okay. Third selection. Azulon.
Hmm.
That's interesting from a lack of information standpoint.
Yeah.
Subjective.
Okay.
I've got mine down. If you have yours,
All right. If I had,
there's only so much thought I can put into Azulons, right? Like,
yeah. All right. I went with 9.
I put him at 8. I don't even know why I had 8 faith in him. He feels like a 9, but I put him at 8. Azulon.
Yeah. I mean, he was the least scary to to.
I mean, he had to be like, I'm just,
Ozai.
yeah, I'm having to bank on him. Like, he was a Fire Lord. We're talking about a nation that kind of prides itself on that sort of prowess, right? So probably overinterpreting, but 8 and 9, cool.
Yeah.
Selection number 4. Who the Vinebender?
Hey, what you been up to? Another waterbender. All right, I feel like I only got one spot for Hugh.
Yeah, I sense what you're feeling. I'm trying to basically, I'm trying to decide 9 or 10. Where am I gonna?
Hmm.
Chris, I'm going 10. I slated him at 10. I feel bad.
Okay.
He's a
I,
nice
I
guy.
won't. I thought about changing mine, but I'm gonna go with 8 just because I know more about him than Azulon.
That's fair. That's fair. Uh, I feel bad because we only see him bend vines, which is cool, but honestly, it's less cool than just bending water by itself. You know what I mean? Like,
That's true.
it's like the worst sub bending. That's
I mean,
that's
I don't. I was thinking about this today. I
that's
don't
subjective.
consider it sub bending
It's not. It's
because
just water bending.
yeah.
But yeah, like he would be better off just bending water. But he's got some showmanship, you know, and I don't want to take that away from him. All right, selection number 5, Long Fang. Long Fang. Long
Oh,
Fang. I mean,
okay.
yeah, I've got mine. I feel like I only have one choice.
Man, I have nothing. I am backloading this too early. I got.
Yeah, we
All
need
right.
some avatars are gonna pop out soon, and that's gonna balance things out for you. I think.
All right. I went with 10.
I went with 9. I can't justify higher than Azulon. I don't think.
Yeah. And I'm not sure I can put him in between Hama and Heiron.
Yeah, that feels presumptuous of his
I mean, he.
abilities. Also,
Yeah.
how many known benders do we have that are worse than Longfang? Like, not that he's awful, but like substantially worse. Not a huge number, I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
Selection number 6, Tenzin. Okay,
Tenzin. Okay.
cool.
All right. Ah. Hmm.
It's not
Hmm.
right, but I have mine. It's not right, but I gotta do what I gotta do.
Do I want to put him at 4 or 6? I'm good with. Yeah, I'm good with. In 1 second. I have so many dry erase boards around here. Okay.
Chris,
All right.
oh, sorry. Go ahead, or I can.
I went with 6.
I went with 5.
Okay.
I think there's gonna be. I think I'm gonna have trouble finding that 6 and 7 in between him and Azulon. But at least this way, I don't have to like decide to put somebody ahead of Tenzin that I don't want to.
See, I already think you're doing a better job than me because you're giving yourself room on both sides of there.
It puts
And
more
I
weight
just
on
gotta
the.
go.
Uh, interesting. These have been interesting choices and still 0 avatars, which is only surprising because I think the proportion of avatars is pretty decent. But anyway, number 7, Mako.
My,
Mako.
this is easy for me right here.
Yeah, I'll go because I think I know where yours is. I'll say I'm gonna go 7, and I'm gonna think that somebody is in between him and Tenzin. I'm going 7.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm left with going with 4.
Mako. All right, I got 3 more picks. Haru's dad.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh,
Even Heather's laughing. She didn't even
don't
know what's going on. She's laughing. She's probably getting from
Haru.
context that the guy doesn't even have a name. Chris, I'm
Yeah,
gonna go
I think
ahead.
his name might be Tao, I think.
That sounds familiar to me. Chris, I'm gonna go ahead and pencil that one in for you at number 3.
That's a oh my gosh.
I got number 6. Okay, we need some avatars here, and we both got. To be fair, we both have 1 and 2 left, so only minor shifts.
Oh yeah, okay.
The boulder, I'm going number 2. There's not a question for me. He's got to go.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's number 2.
Can you imagine the boulder fighting Heiron? That's embarrassing. All right, Chris, who's our number 1? Let's see it here. Diley Agent. Okay.
I did terrible on this list.
This is
one
a
thing.
horrible list.
Not one fucking avatar.
Not one damned avatar.
None of them. I should have put
Okay.
Heiron in it. Okay.
But the top being bad is probably the only thing this is subjective, this is my opinion, but the top being really bad for both of us is like the one saving grace for your list. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
Um,
if we wipe the top two because they're negligible because we both did the same, and then three, at least at three, I do have Heyron where you have Haru's dad. Mako and Hama, like, I don't see, Mako's not better than Heyron, but it could be worse. Tenzin, Heyron. Tenzin, I had Haru's dad there. Mako, Hama, there's a flip-flop. I think it turned out actually much closer than maybe expected. I'm going to say that the big boost for me is just having Heyron at 3 compared to Haru's dad.
I think you having Heyron at 3 puts it in your favor. And then that's a
Chris, real quick.
Yeah, I think you win that one.
With these 10 though, just give me your real quick. Yep. Rank them how they're supposed to be. Hit me with your 10.
Let's go Heyron.
I like it. I'm there.
Probably Tenzin.
I think so.
Mako. Then Mako.
Okay, I struggle a little bit with Mako and Hama. I think that's real close.
It's close. It is very close.
I'm gonna go Mako, or I'll agree. But I do think Hama's next.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
After this, it's gonna get a little messy. I think.
Probably.
I'm looking at Azulon. I'm over assuming, but like he has to have, like the Fire Nation wouldn't have a weak
Fire Lord
pre Zuko, right? I don't know. It's more subjective there, or more not even subjective, just uninformed.
I think Azulon is fine there.
Azulon, number 6. Daily Agent Boulder, Haru's dad, Longfeng Hu.
I'll take Hu probably next.
Okay, that's fair.
I
think Daily Agent would be fairly high up for me. Like, I'm thinking about like Daily Agent would take the Boulder.
Yeah,
I think.
Yes. I think Daily Agent. Then the Boulder.
Are they better than Longfeng? What did Longfeng even do bending wise?
I would take the Boulder over Longfeng.
Okay, cool.
I think.
He's more.
By the way, how can
again?
Longfeng,
it's like a military prowess.
Daily Agents
right?
work for Longfeng.
Oh, they work for him. That's true. You know what? We can't. Yeah, we got to flip that. We got to go Longfeng.
Yeah.
Logically, then Daily, then Boulder. Poor Boulder. Then Haru's dad.
Then Haru's dad, who I have ranked at freaking 3.
Yeah, that's tough. That was kind of a wild list though. Like we didn't get a lot of top end people at all, really, in the grand scheme of things. But yeah, Chris, that was great.
Yeah, I think you won both of those matches.
First one I'm not counting. I'll happily count the second though. That was cool. First one negligible, or first one doesn't count. Chris, I feel like we should do one more quick one. Pick another topic.
Let's blind rank. Which bending element has the most people in it? What's your data tab?
Let's get a quick count. Equals count ifs. Do an Excel on screen with people watching. That's here. Let me do it here, and then do Earth, Fire, Air. Okay.
Oh yeah, this is all benders. You could reduce it to just benders if you wanted to.
No, you're right. You said benders specifically.
No, you're fine. No, this is fine. Just you can do that quick count.
Why isn't? Am I doing something wrong? It shouldn't be. If that equals that.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, cool. I say I can just add and this bender type equals bender if you want, or just the bender type instead. I could do FF if you want to do just benders instead of everybody.
No, this is good.
All right, so we're doing everybody.
Is it 29 each, or is your count off?
Oh, you know what, Chris? I bet it doesn't calculate until I tell it to calculate. I bet that's it, right? To make the macros work right.
There's wow. Yeah, can't do air.
Yeah. So
I
no,
assume they're.
let's do Earth.
Sure.
Earth benders or everybody?
You know what? Let's do everybody.
All right, so we're doing still combat prowess, everybody, which is cool because you get Suki at least, right? So it's not like every bender will be every
Yeah.
non-bender. That feels good. All right, so get rid of this and nation Earth.
Wide is on your side. I'm all
Okay.
about the product placements today.
I I'm not watching because I'm looking at Excel, but I trust that you're representing your products well. I'm gonna test a few here. Yep, those look like Earth people. Cool. All right. Top 10. Probably go a smidge faster with it. Here goes selection number 1. Iway. Oh, interesting.
I'll put them at.
Uh,
Okay. All right. I got my number here.
Iway. I did too. Chris, go ahead and go first.
I got 9.
I went 6. I was just trying to square out. Last time scared me. I wanted to put square in the middle. So Iway at 6. I might be too cautious. We'll see. Okay. Selection number 2. Loud get. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay.
Yeah.
Combat. I'll go first this time. Tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Man, he's an assassin, Chris. I'm going number 2. I'm thinking, just maybe
Cool.
an avatar or something to go above him.
Okay. I went 2 as well. I thought you might go at 1.
I wanted to, but since we have a smaller number, there's a higher likelihood of hitting a Kyoshi or I guess who else would I even hit? I should have thought that through a little better, but Toph, yeah. So higher percentage of maybe getting those or like an awesome metal bender.
Or even you.
Yeah. So nope, I think 2 is intelligent for both of our current positions. I delete some of my old data here. Selection number 3. Long Fang again. That guy keeps showing up.
All right.
Playing my odds. I'll go first. Playing my odds. I'm going to put him at 5. He's
Wow.
He's middling to me. Well, gosh, no, I already said it. Too late.
I went 8.
8. Okay. Maybe I need to think more about. Maybe I need to remember more about what Iway was up to in Iway's skill set.
I mean, he didn't know bending. He was only the truth seer.
Oh, that's right. See, I was thinking he was a book guy, and I was forgetting what he did, but that's fair. All right, so Long Vang. Okay. Selection number 4. Yaling. Remind me who that is. Yaling?
Oh, Yaling is she was in the comic books. She went toe to toe against Toph. So she's in the comics. And she might be a lava bender. I forget. Wait, let me look that up real quick.
Okay.
Because that is pertinent.
Was she in the metal bending school with Toph?
No, she's a villain. Adversary to Toph.
Okay. Adversary to Toph.
Yaling Avatar. Okay, I don't want pictures. Okay, she is. Let's go to skills and use. Okay.
I've got mine.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead, because I would love to know if she's a lava bender before I finalize my choice.
I just thought she was a lava bender because there's a scene of her like kind of melting a Kyoshi statue, but she does not seem to be a lava bender.
Okay, that validates my choice, Chris. I put her at 7 just because I'm scared that I'm gonna have too many really good people fill in the bottom of my list here. So I did 7 as like a hedging my bets.
All right. I'm not decided yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. I should have waited on you. My bad.
Oh, you're fine.
The lists are
Um,
these lists are very different, so it probably wouldn't even impact each other
yeah.
at this point.
The yeah, I'm gonna go with 5. She went toe to toe with Toph. Must be worth something.
Yeah, that's fair. I said I'm just too nervous that I've got too many back end spaces open there.
Yeah.
Yang Chen, there it is. Fill it in. Because
Ooh, as an as a.
I'm putting one like
Oh, are
combat.
we counting the Avatar state and stuff?
No, you're right. We better think about this. You know what, Chris? We didn't say earthbending specific because we have non-benders, right? So we just
That's
said
true.
kind of combat prowess. I feel like we have to. Like, it can't just be earthbending, because non-benders.
That's true. That's true. Uh, hmm.
I mean, for me,
Well,
the difference would be like one to, but nah, it'd still be one. I'm still putting her at one because she even non-avatar state, she'd have 4 elements that she's pretty good at. So I'm still at one. Yeah.
but yeah, continue that one.
I forgot how I had those. Like I had to do some like weird trickery to make that
Yeah.
work. But why is that? That feels wrong because we're in Nation Earth. Like I feel like I have that date. She shouldn't be Earth Nation. She should be Earth Bender. Does that make sense?
This does make sense. I might have put.
No, I mean I copied and pasted, but I tried to like look. Yeah, see, I listed that wrong. I feel like she should not be in here.
I am fine with that.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is fix this. I
I would
apologize.
just clear it out.
And then over here, yeah, I'm just gonna ignore it. I don't want to delete all of our
Yeah.
suggestions, so I'm just gonna remove it from our one spot, and I'm just gonna ignore this, and we'll do an extra
All
selection.
right.
My bad. All right, next selection. Suki, that's
Ooh.
fun. Yeah. Suki. I've got mine.
Okay. All right. Got mine.
I did 4.
I got her at 4 too.
That feels right. Feels right.
Yeah.
Oh, not so spell right. Suki. There we go. Next selection. Wong. Who is Wong? Why can't I think of a Wong?
Wong, he was in Kyoshi novels. He taught Kyoshi how to earth step or dust step.
Oh yeah, the Dust Stepper.
Big
Combat
guy.
wise.
That kind of feels good. Okay.
Got mine. You go first.
One with sits.
6. Chris, I went with 9. I don't remember his combat, so memory is gonna hurt me more than anything here.
In fact, they didn't really, I think, display his combat skills as much, but he was like great at dust stepping.
Yeah.
He was so light on his feet that Kyoshi was surprised about it because he's such a big man.
Yeah. That's fair. Interpret what we can interpret from that. All right, next selection. Toph. Hey, how about that? 1 or 3. One
Yeah,
or 3.
that's-
I'm going with 1.
I'm going. Yeah, I'm going with 1.
I'm not gonna risk it. Get a good one up top. High points.
Mm.
We've never talked. Is it worth more points to get the best one right? Like, is it scaled?
It's funny. In my head,
That's my
it's
brain
better to get the
operates that
best
way.
yeah.
Like higher risk reward up top. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we just never said it out loud. Okay, great choices. We have, what do we got? 3 more here left to do. Gazan, the construction car driving bender.
Ooh, oh.
Chris, I have mine, and I will go first if you're ready. When you're ready.
Yes, I'm.
I think I have to go 3.
You're
Eight's just
gonna.
too low.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say something different, Shawn.
He's worthless. All he's good at is driving trucks. No, I think I have to go 3. I don't think I can risk putting him at 8. I think the likelihood that I've got some worse end benders here is better.
Yeah. Yeah. Gazan at 3.
Gazan 3. Okay, cool. And Jet. Interesting. Actually, it's not interesting. I think. What do I do? Am I gonna have somebody worse than Jet Big Picture? See, I should have put Wong at 8. Then this would be easier.
All right, I
Who's
got mine.
I don't quite have. I'm still. Let me think. You know what, Chris? We did All Earth. We did Haru's dad. That guy could show up again. So, I'll go. I'm settling in at 8. I'm typing it in, formalizing it.
I'm going with 10.
Go 10.
This is the big risk right here.
It is. That's big.
I think a lot of I think who wins probably comes down to this.
I like yours better overall. I feel like this would have to be very bad to swing it in my favor. I need a very bad person. All right, Here we go. Ready?
And...
The Duke. I don't think that's enough to swing it. Like, I feel right that it's at 10. I don't think that's enough to swing the whole thing.
I don't know.
My way.
The Duke? The little guy who's like this tall? That I now have at 7?
I guess we did just go combat and... All right, let's put the right list. Let's put the right list next to it and just take a long, hard look. Because we're very similar up top. That's going to make this hard. Our top 4 are the same.
I think our top 4 is right.
Okay, agreed. So I think it's accurate. All right, Chris, who's your next?
Probably Yaling.
Okay. See, so just having that one higher up already, I think that scores heavier in your favor than lower down. Okay.
And then after that, maybe Long.
I was leaning
it's either
Long
Long
Feng. I was leaning Long Feng.
Yeah.
So that bodes a little bit back in my favor slightly. Not total, but at least got me some points back, so to speak.
And
Jet or Iway or the Duke or who am I missing? Jet, Iway, the Duke or Wong.
Yeah,
Jet, Iway, the Duke.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Wong.
I'm gonna say Wong
Probably,
or Jet. Limited information on
I
Wong.
think. Oh man, Jet was great in that fight against Aang. But I have a feeling that Wong would beat him. So I think probably Wong.
Also, fighting against Aang is just a different beast because Aang is Aang. I'm leaning Wong too. I'm saying Wong.
Yeah, and then Jet, and then Iway, and then the Duke. So you got the Duke right though.
All right, so
Man.
So I think the biggest difference is just you having Ye Ling in the right place.
Yeah.
Just having that one more person right up higher in the list if we're waiting higher up, which I think is the right decision. I think this is slightly in favor of you. I'll say slight.
I don't know. I mean, you do have the Duke at last. Although I like you, I inherently think, but in my head, I inherently look at the top 3. Like the top 3 is crap, then that's more important than the bottom 3 being crap. But the middle is kind of like, all right, whatever. But you got the bottom 1 though.
I think between Ye Ling and then you have Wong closer to the right spot, and then it's not until you get to the Duke here, but I've got Iway here, so the Duke being here versus Iway here, that's basically the same level of mistake, or very close. And
we're being too Midwestern polite right now. I'm trying to.
All I'm going on is that you have slightly more right, slightly higher, and I think that's the way to distinguish.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say this is probably our closest.
It's close,
match.
yeah. Not decisive.
Yeah. All right. Split decision 1-1 today. I can live with that. Chris, thanks for blind drinking stuff. That's always a good time. Looking forward to blind drinking stuff in the future, and maybe more importantly, I'm excited about Zeto. Ever since we started talking about Zeto today, or yesterday when you sent me those notes, been thinking about stuff. What's that, Heather?
You need a tiebreaker.
I need.
I can't handle it.
Heather, there's no tiebreakers in the Midwest. Everybody wins. Participation trophies. Participation trophies.
Well, I would say that. I mean, you won that first one, even though you claim it was test. So I'll give you, because I dominated the first time we did this, I will give you credit for winning this time.
I'm gonna refer to the first time as last season.
Last,
uh,
some podcasts do seasons.
that's
I'm
weird
like,
to
just
me.
keep.
Can't you just keep? I watch YouTube shows that will describe themselves as seasons, but it's continuous. They never stop.
Yeah.
Like Good Myth
Oh,
in the Morning, that's a popular one. They describe their stuff as seasons. Like,
if you ever wanted to watch College Humor's extra stuff, I do have College Humor's thing. It's like $5 a month. I was like, I'm gonna because have you ever watched College Humor's like their games and stuff?
no, honestly, all I can think of with College Humor is Batman and the If Google Was a
Yeah.
Guy. I think that's College Humor, right?
Well, they have some fun. Like they have this game called oh my gosh, um, they have a game called Game Changer where the game is different every game, and when you score points, and after a while, the contestants figure out what the game is. And so, like one game, it's like the host will be like, "Hey, bang this gong. Who's allowed us to bang the gong?" And then they'll each bang the gong. These are all like sketch comedians and improv people. Um, and then they figure out like, and he'll give someone a point. He'll be like, you know what? I think you have the second most. You get the point. And then they figure out that the game is to be the second best. That's how you score points.
Oh my god.
But yeah, you can check out some episodes there. It's through my Objective Geek email.
Nice.
So
But through
but
like the YouTube subscription style stuff, right?
yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Excellent.
But I enjoy watching those little games. There's Game Changer. Then there's Make Some Noise. Like they had one. Then Making Noise. Making Noise is kind of like, all right, act out this thing, or do a song like this. They had one with Wayne Brady as a guest,
No,
and they were like, do a Beastie Boys song
which
about
obviously
slip
he
and
crushed.
slide. Oh, absolutely. It was like him and another person did a Beastie Boys rendition of just talking about a slip and slide, and like musically, Wayne Brady is so freaking talented. Make Some Noise is also a really good one.
I'm
Good
glad.
show. And they have seasons, if you will.
I'm glad that Wayne Brady wasn't like ahead of his time and totally unappreciated. Like I feel like he hit the right time where his talents, his broad array of weird skills was noticed and
Yeah.
liked. Chris, also I'm thinking this is probably a bad time to bring this up. We probably could score this somehow, like if we wanted to.
The thing is, I was
formalize it.
thinking the same thing.
Yeah,
It would
so
be
like
pretty.
So I'm thinking about like if one was worth 10 points, but then every one you were like, so if we both got 10 points for Toph, but like if you had Toph and Loud get flipped, you would have only gotten 9 points for Toph because you were one off, and then 2 is worth 9 points, and you would have gotten 8 because you would have been like if you'd flip flopped them, Loud get Toph here, right? So you would have gotten 9 and 8, but I would have gotten 10 and 9, giving slightly more weight to the slightly higher ones, and then just subtracting the number in which in either direction that you were off, like absolute value style, something like that. We could probably wait. Maybe I'll.
No, when we were doing this, I was like, I'm sure there's a way to get to a very concrete answer on who won.
Yeah.
Thing is, we might actually disagree, but I'll probably put 9 and 10 at the same weight as 2 and 3, if that makes sense. Because I think we'll put some credit there getting the last ones,
Okay.
and
So
then probably less weight in the middle.
Okay, so what if let's think of it like a basketball bracket. So you've got 10. This is the extra part, Chris. This is the subscribers only part for our channel. No, so like if it's 10 points up here, and then what if getting number 10 right is 9 points, and then 8, and then 7, or something like I'm just split like 7, 6, but like basketball bracket style. 5.
Oh,
4,
I get what you're saying.
3, 2, 1, something like that.
Yeah.
And then subtracting.
Then if Lauga was there, but I had him. If Lauga ended,
so I'm gonna put it back so that it's how we. I don't want to confuse myself. So like here,
Yeah, that's a 10.
Shawn and Chris. So here you got 10, I got 10,
If
you got
that's
7, I got 7, you got 6, I got
off.
6. You got
You would have to do a. I think you would have to do a rank. So, well, not a rank because you can't rank.
Well, I was gonna say this is tough because now we're to a place where like I would have had negative points on. Well, I would have had 0 points because 2, and then I was 2 off. But you could theoretically have negative points, so you'd have to decide. All right, do we want that? Probably.
Sure, why not?
Probably. Yeah, I don't see why not. But and then, all right. So Long Fang was here, and so
But then you want to do it as a percent of being off.
I would have had 0, and you would have had. Where's your Long Fang? You would have had -1. Yeah, we probably need to think about this like more thoroughly than just live on the air. I'm just kind of spitballing here, but so the right answer is Wong. So I would have had 4 minus. So I'd have had 2, and you would have had 3. Pardon me. This was before, and then Jet, and I would have had 5, and you would have had 3, and then
So you're taking. Okay. Yeah.
and then you would have had 8, and I would have had
We've had
6, 5, and then the Duke, I would have had 9, and you would have had 6, something like this.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if this is a good way to do it, but 47.
Wait, why'd you give me 6 again? On the Duke?
So the
Did you
Duke,
take the
because you
9?
had, because if you got it right, it was worth 9 points, but you were 8,
Uh-huh.
7, 6 points, like just being 3
Okay.
away.
Gotcha.
What's funny is that if we do it this way, Chris, we actually tied in points. We both had 47, coincidentally. Which is kind of funny.
That's fine.
Like I had a couple. Basically, all the difference was like I had a couple zeros, but you had a -1. But I still stand by my statement, just of like, we'll talk it out. But for this time, I stand by the Chris victory, just by essentially by having one more right higher up. But I like the idea of getting some value at the bottom, also hitting the bad ones, the extreme ends. We'll think it out, and we'll science it. All right. In the meantime, thanks for watching Avatar: The Last Podcasters. I'm Shawn. That's my friend Chris Ford, aka the Objective Geek. That's my wife Heather. You can't see her, but she's over there. There's her hand. And like, comment, subscribe, thumbs up, bells, positive reviews. Listen, we don't have Patreon, but you just send us money. You just put it in snail mail or whatever. How do you get money?
I like craft beer.
Craft. You can send me craft beer. I like craft beer. You can't actually. I don't think you can mail craft beer, Heather.
Oh,
You're.
man.
I feel like I'm poo-pooing.
Don't send me.
Don't send
I'll
Chris
do it.
craft beer. He'll be very, very upset. Send him Sprite. He needs it. Or
I hate this stuff.
Chris, is there a soda that you would more like a soda brand that you would more stereotypically associate with the black community? Because when I think of white people, like a stereotype generic soda, I think of Shasta. Like as an off-brand.
Shasta. Everyone uses Shasta.
Everyone uses too broad.
Every poor people, including my family growing up, have
Shasta.
used Shasta.
Okay. So what about
I don't
IGA?
think that's
You ever seen the IGA brand?
I have no idea what IGA is.
That's probably rural Kansas enough that I'm going to say that's a relatively accurate stereotype. I'll send you some Shasta, Chris. Whatever the lemon lime flavor of Shasta is. Listen, I'm laughing because one time I tried the Dollar General Dr. Pepper. It's called Dr. Topper. And we did like blind taste tests. Dr. Topper. And we did blind taste tests. We had like 8 different, maybe even more. We might have had like 10 or 12 different types of Dr. Pepper of different brands. And
I thought there was only 2, Mr. Pibb and Dr. Pepper. So
Dr. Thunder is the Walmart. It turned out to be
oh
pretty
yeah,
bad.
that's right.
Dr. Topper, Dr. Hy-Vee, Target had their own. Anyway, Dr. Topper, the Dollar General one, was the second best, and it looks like garbage, Chris. It looks like somebody didn't even know how to make soda. Like the label is just a plain matte, maroonish. It was delicious. It was almost as good as the real deal. I almost couldn't distinguish them. Anyway, another test for another time. We'll see you later. I keep talking. Have a good one.
I'm about to get drunk on some NyQuil and go to bed.
Chris's alcohol of choice in the form of NyQuil.
I did have one drink when I was in Nashville.